Hi, this is Vicki from Grandma B's Junk Journal. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I am working on some journaling cards for some school-themed little golden book junk journals that are going to be finished here in the next day or two. And I had this old book. It's A Parade for Chatty Baby. Absolutely adorable, but as you see, the cover is in bad shape. Now the inside is not, and I think I'm actually going to use that for journal. But the outside is in really bad shape, so I'll fix that up with fabric and when I make the journal. But I did pull out all of the pages, and I am making journaling cards that are each one of my school related little golden book junk journals. They are going to have one of these cards in it, and I just wanted to show you a couple of them, and then I'm going to give you a little demonstration on my sewing machine. So what I did was I took all of the pages out, and I was able to use every single page in that little book. So I took it out and I cut some cardstock 4x6 because that is a nice size for a journaling card. So you could put a nice photo here or just journal. And so I just cut a pile of 4x6 cards, and then I took each page of the book, laid it onto the card, you know, put the image where I wanted it on the card, and then I cut around it, and then I glued it into place, and then I inked up the outside. And then what I'm doing is I'm using my zigzag stitch and going around the outside of the card with a lace tab. And there you have it. Super, super cute, very easy. It's not taking a ton of time, but they're going to go into those books, and it's going to be a great, adorable addition. So I just wanted to show you a couple that I made. And of course, you can do this exact same thing with any kind of book pages, magazine pages, recipe books, you know, you name it. You can do the exact same thing with any of the pages. Just cut them, glue them onto, you can use index cards, cardstock, whatever you have to make these type of journaling cards. So here are the rest of them. And again, I just took the page, I glued it onto the 4x6, I trimmed around it, and then I inked up the outside. And then what I'm going to do is I have a little piece of scrap lace, and I am just going to sew around it, and I'm using a zigzag stitch, and the stitch length is 2.5. However, you can definitely use, you know, whatever length you like. I just put it on 2.5 because that's what looks good to me today. And I am just going to sew around it. I promised myself that I would be using my sewing machine more when I am creating with my junk journals. If you have watched my channel, you know that I'm a retired elementary school teacher, but I've also taught sewing classes for probably, I don't know, 15, 18 years, something like that, to kids as young as 4 years old and all the way to elders, you know, in their 80s or 90s. So I love sewing, I love quilting, and I absolutely love to mix these two together. So I'm just going to pull it out, snip my threads, and there you have it. How adorable is that, right? So a nice big spot to journal. The sewing is just very simple, you know, and it's not perfect, but it just makes it adorable. So anyways, I just wanted to show you how I did that, hoping to inspire you to get out some of those old books and use them. That's my goal, is to get into my stash of books, start using these pages, create some ephemera, create some tags, and, you know, just use. I have a huge stash, and I'm sure most of you do as well. So pull out some of those things that you're not using and turn them into something beautiful that can be used in your junk journaling. How cute are those images? All right. Thank you for stopping by. I hope I've inspired you to get out your sewing machine, to get out some magazines or books that are just sitting on your shelf, and do a little creating. Thanks. Bye-bye.